Alright, hi and welcome back, friends of a thoughtful gaming experience. I'm your host Emmanuel Can, and we're going to proceed with our Let's Play Pillars of Eternity on Path of the Damned difficulty, the Renegades of Punk. And we're exploring the rich district of Defiance Bay now. Let's first go to the Charred Barrel and see if we will get some camping supplies there, as our supply is exhausted. Yeah, it's the Charred Barrel. I think from the name this must be a tavern. Let's hope that we're right. And it's loading faster somehow. So, someone muttering something means quest in my eyes. Thurstven! Oh man, the names here. Yeah, we didn't have enough vowels maybe, so we called things Thurstven. We used all those vowels up when we created the sword Oidrecht. This young elf is dressed in gaudy robes that he seems ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily brocaded sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Sorel I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. Uh-huh. What are you talking about? He relaxes. If you have to ask, then you're obviously not here to shake me down. Cyril's a courtesan over at the Salty Mask in Ondra's Gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor, and send him her way. They have a good time, and Cyril takes her fee and a little extra. He rubs his fingers together. 100 coppers here, a trinket there. It's a bounty for us, and these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. That's dishonest, but it's really like more of Robin Hood dishonest. It's not too bad. Yeah, they're not killing or attacking anyone, so. But you'd better not try anything with me. Relax, we're just talking. Besides, I'd like to get out of that business. Anyway, we always split the bounty until a week ago. He squeezes his lips into a tight frown. She takes a necklace off of some noble. It's an Engwithon medallion, damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. He tugs at the gold chain around his neck, and even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. Well, tell me more about your situation. Picks at the hem of his sleeve. What do you want to know? What makes this medallion so important to you? I grew up in Air Glenfath with the Shattering Spear clan. We Glenfathans have protected Engwithon ruins for thousands of years. It's the one duty the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. He fidgets with an emerald ring on his pinky. My treasure hunter looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds we dwelled in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered to towns around the Durwood, and probably live on crusts of bread. He looks at his embroidered robes with disgust. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. The Shattering Spear. Alright. Well, tell me about this Sorel. She's a courtesan at the Salty Mast over in Ondra's Gift. She wasn't born too much, but she's done what she has to in order to escape that. He gazes at a string of amber beads around his wrist. She's a good friend. He folds his arms in his trailing, wrinkled sleeves. Without her, I'd probably be living hand to mouth like the rest of the Shattering Spear. But this isn't about her or me, it's about the 40 people in my clan and the way of life we've held to for generations. You seem like you've done well enough for yourself, man. He clenches his heavily adorned hands. It was this or scrape by in the gutters like the rest of my clan. But I'd give it all for that medallion. I'd offered to, but it's worth more than anything I've got, and Serel knows it. Still don't understand why you can't take your money and return to Air Glenfath. Sighs, arcing his neatly plucked eyebrows. Of course I could, but I'm not talking about logic and practicality. A community isn't a place, it's a connection to history and meaning. He makes circles with his wrist, like an anchor. Defending the ruins for the gods gave us a purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does that make any sense to you? I'm not gonna say no, because you never know, but we mean no, but we're going to say I'm not sure yet. He looks at you, almost with pity. I don't know how else to explain it. Well, Kevava has never tasted that community feeling, except in his group of companions here. So, he's not akin to this. That's all I wanted to ask. Will we help him get the medallion? Well, there are a couple of cheats, but they're stealing from aristocrats, so that's okay. So I'll see about getting the medallion from Serel. Maybe we can offer her something that she likes, and he will give us something, and everyone will profit. You'll find her at the Salty Mast. The only way to anyone sees her these days is by paying, so you'll have to go through Mea. He fidgets with his sleeve. But whatever you do, please don't hurt her. And it seems like it's becoming day now, is it? There's a noble. We won't talk to nobles. Each plate and utensil has been polished to a spotless shine. The thin stemmed goblets ring melodiously at the strike of a fingernail. Oh man, is that true? There's Nonton and Ingrid. And it seems like they're running this thing. Oh man. And we can take something off that table. Fruit, yeah. Let's take everything we can. What the heck? Nonton, really? And Abelhart Scarion.
What is it?
We'll have to talk to this guy. Begging your pardon. Oh, it's you. Good to see you well. We had a few rough days here, but then we found this place. And they were kind enough to hire us both. Things have been wonderful. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you've done. Good to know that you're happy now. In some way. It's hard work, but good wages. Can't complain. And this must be...
Hail and well met.
Yeah, the man is dressed in neat but functional clothes. His name is Abelhart Scarion. His sun-wrinkled skin and limber musculature reflect a life spent in the wilderness. Well met. What brings you to the Charred Barrel? Is this your place? It's my retirement. He thumps the bar. Used to be a warehouse back when Brackenbury saw more ship traffic. But it fell out of use when the area became mostly residential. I inherited it from some great uncle who had never had any luck pawning it off on my cousins. Now it's the most popular spot in Brackenbury. Nobles come to unwind and kith from other districts come to mingle. He leans closer. We get a few rough types too, but they behave in here. Sides, their coin's as good as anyone else's. Who are you then? I was a cartographer for the Duke for decades. He rubs his neatly stubbled cheek, crossed the White Marsh half a dozen times and mapped most of the ruins of Thane Bog. He grins, flashing a gold tooth. A good career, but one suited to younger men. When I came back to Defiance Bay for good, Cliver and a few other friends in the Knights helped me get the rights to refurbish this place. There's strong ale, quality entertainment, and a fresh sea breeze. He raises a mug. What more could a man want? Yeah, that's sea breeze, right? Are there any adventurers? No. First, show me your menu, or what you have to sell here. And go for these camping supplies first. Oh, he's got really good things here. But we're saving our money. We can recruit adventurers with level 4 now. But nope. We are staying firm. Could stay here? No. Criminals get away. Perception and stealth. Nice. The nobles stay, and it's pretty expensive here.
Huh?
What more is there to do? Soul. So many nobles, and there's Victor. All the same, we could go up here, or well, let's just talk to the cook. Please don't track dirt into my kitchen. The patrons here are particular. Can't imagine that. The oven smells of roast game, hen, and baking bread. Everything seems quite nice here. So let's go up a level and look maybe for some valuables. For some more acquaintances and quests. So many nobles. Some guy named Merewith and Pirates. Mort du Jest. Who are you? Oh. Seems like these are souls as well. His ashtrays painted with colorful waves and halls in the style of Rawatai. These are all souls. And oh, we could pick that one.
What is it?
Let's
Where
do
there's a
this.
pick, there's a way.
And there's a painting. This map of the Durwood and Air Glenfath appears to predate the discovery of some of the ruins in the east. It's signed by the cartographer, A. Scarian.
Yes.
That's the boss of this apartment. Of this organization here. Nice. Pirates. Let's look at everything first before we fight here. This map charts routes through the White March. Nice. And something to pick up. Yes! Wow, quite much. An ixamittal water jug fashioned from white clay. Let's go over here. More nobles. And, well, we should maybe position for a fight before we talk to this guy.
What is it?
Pirates here. Merewith watches you through kohl-rimmed eyes. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't know each other, stranger. Best we keep it that way. What brings you to the Charred Barrel? Merewith raises an eyebrow. What's it look like? Good wine and a little peace and quiet. She flips a copper coin with her thumb. Scarian doesn't ask too many questions. Good to know. You don't seem like a Brackenbury local. I'm a sailor, she gives you a half smile, and a liberator of certain goods. Merewith casually fingers a large earring, and the nice thing about the snobs here is that they are usually too polite to ask more. Alright, I'll be going. And let's go into the cellars and look that up.
As you wish.
What's down here in the catacombs? Maybe beetles? Maybe some secret... Don't know. Some secret society.
Well?
Yeah.
We will position.
Huh?
Let Adnan ask them. Hey there, bandit leader. Just having a little chat with my associates. It's usually pretty quiet down in here. That's what the boss likes about it. Alright, we've got no trouble with you, guys. Just going to take everything you don't look at. The proprietor has collected a respectable variety of bottles from around the world, from tart Adair reds to sweet summer wines of Rawatai.
As you wish.
What's here? Pale yellow and deep amber whiskies from the Durwood and the Living Lands rest side by side.
Keeping an eye out.
You'll have to look here for something hidden. What's here? Flasks of the infamous soul burn of the Deadfire Archipelago are nestled next to crystal clear Nazitaki and Glamfellan spirits. What's in here? Probably his old things.
What is
when
it?
he was like an adventurer of some sort. But we're not going to steal. I don't know that type of adventurer.
Of course.
We want to replace authority and not pettily fight with it. What's here? Scripts and props belong to a production of The Most Unfortunate Tale of Favia and Bernat. And what are you doing? And though it may be may splinter my soul, I will... You will what? Alright, so we've got another quest. Let's go to the Salty Mask maybe one time, but not this time, as we're going to explore more of Brackenbury. So where should we go next? Maybe to Raymond Manor? We're just here, so
Not a sound.
we can do that. Yeah, let's go to some random house at night. Hello there! I'm sure we are welcome. I'm really sure. Guards, servants. The labels, all perfectly angled outward, boast an array of fine vintages. However, they're all coated in dust. Lynette Raymond. Alright. Lynette. Oh, let's talk to this girl. Who knows? Father never reads to me. He's always busy with his own books. Oh, it's a child then, huh? Father's a bookworm. Wow, it's really big here. Sprigs of dried lavender and rosemary infuse the kitchen with a fresh aroma. Skins are so bright and red it looks as if someone has taken the time to polish each fruit individually. Truly noble here, huh?
Well?
And
There's a pick, there's a way. It's finished.
we should be able to open that. The ledger lists quantities of wet copper and weirwood. A deep crease along the spine suggests that the book never
Of
closes.
course.
Let's talk to
God's
this guy.
keep you.
Lord Raymond. Lord Raymond holds a shipping manifest in his well-manicured hands. Despite his expensive clothes, he has the sallow complexion and restless air of a man who devotes all of his days and most of his nights to work. If you have business to discuss, make an appointment with my attendant. I don't have time for unexpected visitors. Tell me about yourself. Snaps the pages in his hands. I am lord of this house and not prone to idle chatter. If you have no business here, I suggest you be off. He doesn't look up from his papers.
Well?
Well, we don't have... well, if you're so busy, you won't mind us exploring some more of your house, right? Raymond's servant. The old serving woman regards you with bleary eyes. Begging your pardon, but I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to return downstairs. Visitors aren't permitted on the upper floor. Let's go back downstairs. Not going to use force on a pitiful servant, but I'm sure it's interesting in there. All right. But we don't have any reason yet to go over there. And what's that? It was an interesting show. And we could go over to Sanitarium already? No. Let's take a round walk here to Hadrid House, then the Sanitarium, and then House Dominel, as this seems like a very big house. So we're taking this last. Oh, and we should really look where we walk, I guess. Yeah, let's look at that thing. Come on. Why can't we see the damn fountain now? Marble is cool and perfectly smooth. Droplets of crystal clear water beat the statues. Oh yeah. Some nobles here. There isn't so much as a spot on these oranges. And we can take something here. Cocoa. Nice. And there is Adra here. Really? Wow. Going to Hadrid House. Finally. So much to admire. The marble at the base has been worn smooth by the passage of hundreds of feet. So it seems like this is a very old house, right? There are Dunrid agents here. I wonder what's this about. Oh, this is about this lady, right? Someone talked to us about her. This map shows the environs surrounding Defiance Bay. Flags mark strategic access points to the city. Scrolls are wedged tightly in the shelves. Each has a name scrolled along the outside. Who are you?
Hail, traveler.
Curran. The Orlan man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end, and his ears prick up as you approach. You carry whispers. Kaid Nua, Gilded Whale, old voices indeed. How did you know? The Orlan grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth. As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? His ears twitch downward. Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. He regards a table piled with scrolls. What brings you to Dunrid Row? What are you so busy with? Well, first, tell me more about your interesting skills. I check for soul connections, looking for lost things, missing things, or troublesome things. Particularly where people of power and influence are concerned. I am a cipher. In Air Glanfath we were once known as Brishalgwyn, Mind Hunters. Nice title, yes, but it wasn't until the Animenses began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood our power. Now we make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls, we can look at a person and see where they have been. Or look at a weapon and see who has touched it. His nose twitches as he looks at you. Useful for solving crimes, as you can imagine. Looks as you could use some help. Curran wags a clawed finger. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunrid Row's ears only. A civilian would need the confidence of Lady Webb before I could share. What are you so busy with? His small furry hands gesture expansively at the papers before him. Hollowborn, growing unrest, and the ever-present political intrigues. With so many missing souls, missing persons are the least of our concerns these days. Alright. Let's explore more of this big house. Can we go in here? Either these notes are written in code or the author's handwriting is atrocious. Nice. Group of notes speculate about the identity and location of a secret sect in Defiance Bay. Interesting. I want to join them.
What
somehow.
is it? Where there's a pick, there's a way.
And we unlocked it.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Unlock more.
It's finished.
Yes. Not going to steal, but we're going to unlock every damn thing we find in here. Maybe join is not the right word. Maybe work for them? I don't know. But it's an organization. So what could we do here? Maybe we could dissolve it. And they have a pact with the mighty. So we should really be careful what they want of us. Thinking about it. Fixed to the wall are leads in a case involving apparently a caravan that disappeared en route to New Eomar. And have we been here? Not yet.
Huh? Right.
What is it?
Come on. Some of these vintages are even older than Defiance.
What is
Bay.
it?
And everyone seems to collect wine here. Huh. Well, just out of some interest, let's go to this lady. There's an aristocrat moving these people around. Maybe we can... I don't know. Dispower her. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, maybe she will help us, maybe she will not. So many questions. Let's explore. Pictures of all manner of folk are pinned to this board alongside notes scribbled in an indecipherable shorthand. If there's a pick, there's a way, I'd say, huh? What's this? Notes are scribbled, yeah. Seems like a police station here. Police station for the rich and mighty. I'm not sure if I like this. Probably not. If Kivava likes this, that is. I myself find it interesting and pretty nice atmospheric. Going to need the proper key. Oh, we could talk to this agent. If Lady Webb wants to see you, she'll send for you. Huh, alright. Seems like we're not wanted here. It looks really pretty here. Aha, an animancer. Talking about souls. And that's the sanitarium. And who are you? Nedden.
Welcome.
A woman stands in the shade of the garden, muttering to herself. She's fixated on the pages of a large and well-worn tome, seemingly oblivious to the blooming flowers and the cool, fragrant breeze. She only looks up when your shadow crosses her page. Do you mind? I'm rather busy. Tell me about yourself. I'm an animancer at the sanitarium. Currently, I'm researching matters related to Waidwen's legacy. What's Waidwen's legacy? This term refers to the rise in hollow-born children in the Durwood in recent years. Some have also connected it to so-called bioworks that blow through Air Glenfirth. There's hardly any reliable data on those, though, so I can't really comment. She sniffs. I don't much care for the term Waidwen's legacy. It reeks of superstition, but it's too prevalent to change at this point. Personally, I'd like to see people take a more methodical approach to these matters, rather than throwing up their hands and blaming the gods. You seem rational enough for my taste. What are you so busy with? She snaps her book shut. I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move into people at birth and out of them at death. But we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? She brushes a stray lock from her forehead. Souls power bodies and give their tissues life, but only when they're firmly attached. It's separation that leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the hollowborn. But if we understood how to reattach souls, we could end Waidwen's legacy. Maybe even conquer death. She scratches behind her ear. That's a theory anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all the research I need to put it into practice. What exactly do you need? There's a manuscript called the Serums of Pangram. It contains research from Pangram's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in the Elder Archives. Seems like we have something to do there again. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships well, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge, and since she's not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kinds of information that would be useful to me. I'm sorry to hear that, she sighs. Looking at me, spilling my troubles. It's kind of you to listen, but I should really get back to my work. Some questions about the theorems of Pangram. First, tell me about them. Pangram was an animancer working in the Durwood. He had some interesting theories about essence and some rather innovative techniques for studying it. He was able to reattach souls to bodies after death, although he wasn't able to prevent his patients from degenerating. It was controversial, to say the least, but many are starting to realize that he was merely ahead of his time. What do you mean by degenerating? Nadine twists her hands together. Well, there seems to be a tiny problem with reattaching souls after death. Their bodies will reanimate and may even retain memories and personality, but they develop a hunger for flesh, living, soul-infused flesh. Without it, they start to devolve, decaying mentally and physically. If the process goes too far, which it eventually does, they become mindless corpses, attacking anything that moves. We haven't figured out a way to avoid that. Sounds like necromancy in my eyes. Nonsense! Necromancy is magic. This is science. She emphasizes the last word. I can see why she wouldn't want that, but maybe she'll do something good for the Hollowborn. We don't know. She's not an organization, and Grimdar is part of an organization. Organizations always want to say they're right, but we need to help those individuals. They will add some variety and maybe find the missing solutions. So I think we're going to try to help her. Why doesn't Grimda lend you the books you need? The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rather protective of its books, especially the rarer ones. And Grimda in particular. She hates animancy, thinks it's dangerous. I don't see how you can run the greatest library in the Durwood, be so adverse to the spread of knowledge and research. But I've never understood these religious types. I'd like to know about the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. You'll find it in the Copper Lane district. It's dedicated to the god of secrets and revelations. Most importantly, it houses the largest and most expensive library in the Durwood. What are the Elder Archives? The Elder Archives hold the rarest, most arcane and most powerful texts in the Durwood. Think of it as the inner sanctum of the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Needless to say, you need Grimdar's permission to enter. And that's all I wanted to ask. Anything else? No. Farewell.
Well?
And now, before we go into the sanitarium, I don't have time anymore for now, so this concludes our session of Thoughtful Gaming. Thank you for watching. If you like the videos, please come back and watch again. Happy gaming to you. See you in the next episode. This is Immanuel Ken, signing out.